I'm going to talk to you guys about wakeboarding. By raise of hands, who's never wakeboarded before? Okay, a few of you guys. So first of all, the background of wakeboarding. Wakeboarding, it's like skiing and snowboarding combined. Like the skiing aspect of it, you're behind a boat, you're getting towed, you have a rope, you have a handle. But with the snowboarding, it's like snowboarding, you have boots and you're strapped to a board, just like wakeboarding. And then it was introduced in the 1980s. I don't know how it came, I don't know where it started, but it was referred to surfing. And then most people who wakeboard are between 15 and 24. That ranges, like I learned when I was like 7 or 8. But I know there's a kid who's 11, he's a world champion for his age. So it just depends like how old you really want to be. But there's different places to learn how to start to wakeboard. Most people start in deep water. By deep water, I just mean like in the middle, wherever you are, the river, the lake. That's the most common. I learned starting from land. What that means is just I was young, so I was kind of afraid of open water and like alligators and stuff. So I started closer to land. I was actually on the shore. My butt was sitting on the shore, like where the shallow end, and then the boat's like out, and then the boat just pulls you up. And then starting from a dock, I do not recommend that for your first time. It's a lot more dangerous because you have to keep slacking the line. If you don't time it perfectly, you'll eat it, and it kind of hurts. And then wakeboard park, I would say, is the easiest. They teach you really well, and you just sit down your butt on the floating dock, and then you wait till the cables come, and you just start going. But how to wakeboard, like the fundamentals. First of all, you need to figure out your stance. Like I don't know, probably a lot of us know how to like longboard and skateboard, but if not, there's different ways to figure out what your stance is, like goofy or regular. I'm regular, which is your left foot forward. But there's some people say like if you try and slide on your socks, the foot you put forward first is the stance you are, but I haven't found that to work. And then if you get pushed, and then the foot you like first stop yourself with, they say that works, but that doesn't work for me either. So I would just say trial and error. Like the first time I did it, I just stood up with my right foot forward. That didn't work, so I did my left foot forward, and that worked. And I just got natural with that, so that's what I did from now on. And then the way you start and the way you basically sit in the water is just how you're sitting now, like in a chair. You sit down like this in the water, and then like you basically sit like this in the water, and you keep your board parallel, and then you have your rope and your handle in between your knees. And then what most people do wrong when they're first starting to learn is they try and stand up on their own. They don't let the boat do most of the work. So when you're coming up you feel the boat pulling you, and then most people try and like, let's just try and stand up. But that's definitely not what you do. You let the boat do most of the work. And when the boat's starting to pull you, it makes it creates pressure against the water and the board, and that pressure pushes you up. So when you start to feel that you're coming up, that's when you start to actually turn your board in the direction of the stance that you to figure out what stance you are. And then what you want to do is you do not want to lean too far forward. What most people do is right when they get up, they're like really excited, they don't know what to do, and they just lean forward and just face plant. You want to keep like a balanced. You want to lean back in your back stance or your back foot, so whatever foot like is facing front, lean back in your back foot, and then don't stand straight up. You want to keep your knees back because you want to stay balanced. And then I have this video. Oh wait, does the video not work?
I don't know.
Can you not do
Just
it?
push the button.
I did. I pressed the link. Does that not work?
Sure, it'll work.
Well, it's not a big deal if I can.
Okay.
And then buying the board, of course you need a board. There are many different brands you can buy. There's Hyperlight, Ronix, CWB, Liquid Force, and O'Brien. I suggest Ronix because they have cooler designs for me. But like if you go to like Sports Story, they have boards. They're like $80. But you can go online, like onto those websites, if you actually want to get into it and like do it on the weekends all the time. You can buy the board separately and then get the boots, whatever, like the boots that attach to the board. Or you can buy package deals, which is the board and the boots, or just the boots. It's just whatever you need, whatever you want. And then they range from 80 to 500. So the 500 ones, of course, like for the professionals, who go out every day and just do it all the time. And then, of course, you need a boat to wakeboard. I recommend trying behind a wakeboard, like wakeboard boat / ski boat. I have a wakeboard / ski boat, and it's easier to learn because like the wake and then just the power of the boat. But like a lot of people, they try because there's two different types of engines on a boat. There's an inboard and an outboard, and a lot of people try to do it on an outboard. That's what they have. And the thing about outboards, I don't understand, but they're just hard to learn on. They feel differently. For the wakeboard boats, they're all inboards, and the engine is My engine's in the middle, in the hole, like right in the middle of the boat. But most of the wakeboard boats, the engine's in the back, so it creates a lot more weight in the back and creates a bigger wake. So that's why most people choose the wakeboard boats. But like I said, a normal boat will do. And I was going to show you this video. But you see, like, in the boat, like, you'll see that there's a lot of space open in the middle because the engine's in the back. So it's just a lot better. But you see if they show it. Yeah, see, there's not, the engine, like, my boat's the engine's right in the middle, but for them, the engine's in the stern, like in the back hatch. So it just gives a lot more space, so it's just, you can have a lot of friends in the boat and everything.
But it's still an inboard engine. It's just right inside.
It's a V shaft.
Right.
Yeah, so the engine and the propellers are.
Causes a flatter wake to come out of the back. And also a deeper curl on the sides.
And then I suggest wakeboarding when it's flat. It's really hard to wakeboard when it's rough, when there's just bigger waves. But like I said, these tricks are very expert level. This guy right here, just went back bench and won the world. Probably not sure. No. I'm talking that 11. He was in the day group, but he's not on the road for like. He's not
Okay, you win.
Where's the triple? That's it.
All right, nice.